Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Chidi. I'm a Nigerian resident in Finland. Today I want to say a few things about the political situation in the Niger Republic. So Niger is a country that is located in the northern part of Nigeria. So that makes them, they are a sister country to Nigeria, they are our neighbors. So whatever that is going on there also affects me and affects all of us as West Africans, as Nigerians, as generally as Africans. So it affects all of us and we should be concerned. So right now, about a week ago, there was a military coup there that like what actually I don't, the surprising thing is that why is it so much of a big deal? Why is it beginning to be viewed as something like a taboo? It is not supposed to be, because West Africa we are used to that kind of a situation. Military takeovers is not new in West Africa. Growing up as a child in Lagos, going to school in those days, I remember how many times my education was disrupted because of the military operations in the street. Coming by the fact that one batch of the military have taken over the power. I was prevented from going to school. There was chaos in the streets, there was burning, there was shooting, there was everything. My parents would not allow me to go into the street until calmness returned. So this was the situation, and we gained independence in Nigeria in 1960, and we installed a civilian president who was removed also by the military. So from that day to 1993, Nigeria has experienced 8 military coups. I'm not just talking about military coup that is just like the type that we have in Niger today. I'm talking about bloody. Many of the soldiers was killed. Part of it was the reason why Nigeria went into civil war that claimed so many lives. So the coup in Nigeria is nothing compared with that one that is happening in Niger Republic today. The one that is happening in Niger today is something is something minimal. It is something that is very easy. What we are supposed to do is to talk about dialogue, talk about peaceful negotiations that will now see if they can if they can reach into a kind of compromise, but not with the threat of war. Nigeria is talking about kind of collecting the West African countries to be able to see if they can be able to go into Niger to be able to reinstate a deposed president. That is no. We are not supposed to talk about that, because during those days of coup in Nigeria, and then by the reason for which we managed to have some relatively calm period since 1993, was that those guys that were in military uniform have now allowed themselves to be voted into power, or voted themselves into power, and removed their military uniform, and like now wearing civilian clothes. They kind of metamorphosed into civilians, and that is the reason why we had peace. Otherwise, if they were still in their uniform, and definitely there is still going to be a continuation of military takeovers in Nigeria. The things that we have seen, the insurgents and other kind of a thing, was supposed to be a reason for those military guys that this president, you are not doing enough, they kick him out. But the man that was there is a military man, so he's a civilian military. So we have nothing to say, we just let him be. So if that kind of a thing can happen in Nigeria, why is it a big deal? Why is it like a virus now? We are looking for a vaccine for it in Niger. No, that is not. It's not a crime. So what I beg of my President Tinubu to do right now is to see if there is any way a peaceful dialogue can be held, to see that war is averted, or at least impose some sanctions. Nigeria has cut electricity to Niger. Okay, that can be done if negotiations can be done, and then we continue our partnership with them in whatever way we can, and then all other West African countries and the world leaders can also see something can be done to be able to negotiate, to see that war is averted, and then Probably if the military said we are going to reinstate this guy under certain conditions, those conditions can be met and this guy can be reinstated. But if they say no, we are not doing that, then let them alone to manage their own affairs. There is no need of threat of war. But right now, I am looking into the Western media, news media. I'm seeing all kind of, it's like anxiety. They are waiting to hear that yes, the war has broken up in Niger Republic. Nigeria has led the ECOWAS forces into Niger, and they have started to burn up the country. This is what they want. This is what France is looking for. This is an opportunity for them, and I am going to plead to my president that please don't let this happen. Don't let it happen, sir. Don't let that happen. Don't let France use us. Don't let France dictate for us what to do. We should decide that we are going to make peace. We are going to stand on the path of peace. Just like what happened during the time of Nigerian Civil War. Before the Civil War began, there was an arrangement that the warring factions in Nigeria was arranged to meet in Aburi, in Ghana. So they met there to negotiate how to be able to reach a compromise. That I'm talking about the Aburi Summit, Aburi Accord. So it was like arranged for them to be able to meet and have a discussion. So that kind of system, that kind of plan or program can still be done today. It wasn't done by Britain, it wasn't done by America or France. It was done by Nigerians themselves. Let us collectively settle ourselves, bring ourselves together to see that we don't let these guys, these white people, we don't allow them to begin to dictate for us what to do. So this is my concern. I don't want France saying because now there are certain things was happening with the president. We're having things to ourselves. Everything was okay, and now it is not okay because our president, the man we installed in Niger, has been removed. France should not install any leader for us anymore in Africa. No. Throughout all the countries of the Francophone countries in West Africa, where there is calm today, is that those presidents are doing what France wants. The moment they shift sides now, or they begin to deviate from what France is expecting, then the problem begins. If a president is removed in any of the Francophone countries, France is part of it. If a president is installed, France is part of it. How long will that continue? Are we genuinely independent? Why are we waiting for France to decide what happens? Why is Nigeria and West Africa waiting for France to use them as a fan to fan the flame that is about to start burning in Niger? That is not right. The talk about war as an option, military intervention as an option, it should be off the table. It should not be discussed at all. What should be happening now is dialogue to see if we can be able to reach a compromise by talking to these guys to see if something can be reached that will at least avert war, and yet business can still continue. So why is France interested in setting West Africa aflame? Because that is what they want to do. That's what they want to achieve. Because of uranium, because of that mineral that they are getting from there. Britain was in Nigeria. Why are they in Nigeria? It's because of the petrol. And now there was a time that we didn't even know what was the byproduct of the petrol. At the time we begin to query, want to know what is happening. There was no car in Nigeria. At the time there was no car in Nigeria. We don't know what petrol was being used for. And it was refined, taken to abroad, by the British people to their country. We never know by the time we begin to want to investigate, go to Britain, find what is going on, then we begin to be the bad guys. So Niger has a right to dictate what happens, who leads them, what is taken from their country, what is the price, and in what way is it benefiting the ordinary people. So if they feel that one president is not doing good enough, it's their decision. It's not anything. I don't support military interventions, but if it is good for the country and for the benefit of the people, yes, let it happen. We are Africans. We are new to democracy. Democracy is not even working in the whole of Africa, because I don't know how many times my votes were counted. I don't know how many times a president is genuinely elected or forcefully that he forced himself into power. Yeah, so is that democratic? No. But what can we do about it? So what I'm saying right now is that the use of the words military intervention should not even occur when you're talking about the political situation in Niger Republic, because I don't think with what happened, I am here in Europe, Finland, we are feeling the pains. I am feeling the pains of the war in Ukraine. How many kilometers away from here? I am feeling the pains. It's not part of Finland, but everybody here in Finland is we are feeling the impact of the war in Ukraine. But take it, and right now everybody knows that from Germany to Holland to Britain, America, no one country is talking about ground troops to go and help Ukraine to return and to defeat Russia. No, they are not going to do that. There is no talk about that. They talk about military intervention. Ground military intervention is off the table. What they are doing is peace talks all the time. So there is no need of them talking about military intervention in Ukraine. No. Why are they now turning into Africa to say now we want another sovereign nation to be strapped to, we want ECOWAS to go and send military force into Niger? Why is France planning to use its own soldiers that is stationed in Niger to fight against the military forces there that has taken power? Why are they planning now to set the West African territory, that region, they want to set it ablaze? Why? What is the benefit of France? They want to sell their ammunitions, they want to set that part of West Africa, they want to set it into chaos so that they will go back and then sit back, enjoy the proceeds that will come from the sale of ammunitions, and then leave us to continue to fight. So like with what I know, these people are not there for the interest of Africans. Anywhere you see these white guys, you see 4 Chinese guys, 5 Chinese guys in any part of Africa, there is something going on inside the soil which they are looking for. You see the British, the Americans, you see them in any part of Africa, there is something they are looking for. They are not there to benefit the poor people, the ordinary Africans. No. They were not there to benefit the Rwandans during their hard times. The Belgians was there. When there was trouble, they ran off. Some of those Rwandan people during the crisis of the Hutus and the Tutsis that emerged, they went into they sought refuge, in the camp of the Belgian people. They were not protected. At the end of the day, they abandoned them and went away and left them to be killed. There was this, the genocide was very high, a lot of Rwandans was massacred. What help did they give to them? Zero. So the same thing is going to happen in Niger Republic today. They want to weaponize West Africa against the Niger people, and once the fire starts burning, these people will withdraw. America will be gone, British will be gone, France will be gone to sort another means of funding, receiving their uranium, abandon Africa for the time being, sell ammunitions for us to kill ourselves, and it is never going to be interest to them anymore, and we are going to be in that war for a very long time. So this is my opinion, and I beg Africans, please say no to the war. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.